How's it going, guys? It's been a long time since I've done my last video, but I am back. I should stop doing that because I think it's rocking the camera. I'm back, and today I wanted to talk about happiness. I wrote an article 2 years ago on my blog, which I will link below, about the mistakes that we make when we approach trying to achieve happiness or trying to attain it. Um, and I feel this topic is more salient, more important than ever because you've got so many people that are depressed, so many people that are sort of sick, stuck in a rut. They feel that the universe or their life is like a trap, which it really shouldn't be. You know, it can be if you allow it to be, but it shouldn't feel like a trap or a maze or a labyrinth that you're stuck in. Um, so I'll link this article, but I'll sort of touch on some of the stuff that I talked about in the article and expand upon it. Now, one of the things that I find that a lot of the people I speak to, a lot of friends, a lot of just strangers I speak to, is that they think they have this belief that happiness you can't be happy today. You have to exchange something. Something has to be given. Some amount of work has to be elicited, or some amount of discomfort or displeasure has to you have to pay a toll, you have to pay a price before you can be happy. So some people say, when I graduate I'll be happy, once I have a university degree in my hand I'll be happy, um, or once I retire I'll be happy, once I am free of this job I'll be happy. But will you really be happy? I mean, when you graduate, what will really change? Or when you retire, what's really going to change? Right? When you retire, you just don't work and you get to spend a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money. You get to spend the money that you've sort of been putting away for 3, 4, 5 decades, and relax. But if you're sort of if you're caught within a negative environment, why is retirement suddenly going to make you happy, despite everything else, being terrible? It's not going to suddenly make you happy, and that's our mistake. We think that we think that we almost delay happiness, right? We almost put it as something in the future, so we're always sort of living, um, not in the moment. We're not living in today. We're not living in this moment right now. We're always thinking, well, today really sucks. This moment really, really sucks. But you know what? Maybe 2 years down the line or a decade down the line, things will be good. Things will suddenly be happy. So we miss out on what's going on right now around us, right? Now, I did debate with a couple of people on Facebook, and they brought up some good points. Um, but I think what I was really trying to get at is that you end up living in the future. You end up having your consciousness and your energy put into the future. So you're always sort of stretched really thin, right? That's sort of what anxiety and depression are, right? So if you imagine this is a present moment. Now, if we're going to go into the uh, past, that's depression, right? And if we go into the future, that's anxiety, right? So depression is really dwelling on the past, and anxiety is dwelling on the future. So if you're always thinking, I'll be happy in the future, you have this anxiety, right? Because you're thinking, am I really going to be happy? Am I really going to meet those expectations? Is that really going to happen? Because you feel a level of uncertainty towards this happiness that you don't have yet, right? Whereas if you sort of center yourself in the moment, you can still work towards those goals. There's no reason why you can. I'm not against retiring or against working, going to university and working towards a degree. I'm not against that, but there's no reason you have to be unhappy, right? It might not be the ideal um, situation you want to be in. Like maybe you want to be playing an instrument or creating something instead of sitting in the classroom and learning something. But there's no reason why you have to be unhappy uh, within that. There's no reason why you can't attain happiness within the current moment. So rather than having a depression or an anxiety about something that you're working towards, that you feel is unpleasant, if you meditate, for instance, you meditate, and what meditation does, it focuses yourself on the moment right now. So usually the subject of that is your breath. If you focus on the current moment, then it's not so bad. Even if you're working towards something and working, 12 hours a day towards a degree or towards a business plan, even though you might rather be playing a video game or out with your friends or whatever, it's not so bad. It's not so bad because you aren't you aren't consumed by thoughts of what if or thoughts of why did I do this, depression and anxiety. You're not consumed by them. So have a read of the article. And I just wanted to make this video to sort of add on top of that. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thanks, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.